You are being helped so much this week. I can't wait to share these messages with you, and you'll start to understand why everything is the way it is and how to overcome your barriers just from this reading from the angels and archangels. So let's dive straight in for this week's theme, or what the angels really want you to work on, what they want you to know that matches the energies that are around us right now. So you have been going through a lot, and it might just feel like you're traveling through space and time really fast. It might feel like you've got mountains to climb, or you've climbed a mountain recently. Or it might just feel like there's been a lot of barriers and just a lot of activity in general. It feels very busy. But you have been asking for and wanting change, and here it is. Now, this first card, which comes from Archangel Michael and Metatron and Archangel Ariel, by the way, is saying that you have a resistance to the changes that they are bringing to you right now. It's not that you're resistant to what you want to change. You know that there are certain things that you want in your life that perhaps not here, certain things you want to heal. But the angels are saying you can receive them. They are on their way, but there are adjustments that you need to make to your life right now that you've been pushing away, ignoring, and resisting, perhaps because you fear what's happening. So there's something here from fear where you are holding on too tightly and not wanting to make the change. And what happens then is that the guidance, the nudges get louder. So if you've been experiencing maybe a lot of fatigue because you've been working too hard, that fatigue is going to feel magnified right now. We've just had that big full moon. We've also had lots of spiritual changes, cosmic changes going on. You might be feeling whatever is coming at you and feeling unpleasant has a lesson within it. And because you've been pushing it away and resisting the guidance within that lesson, that is actually creating a bottleneck in that what you want can't reach you. So this is changing this week, and mostly because of this reading of what the angels are wanting you to hear. So thank you for showing up to listen to it. So you can see here that there is a figure standing in the way of this giant chest of money. We've got Archangel Ariel saying, over here, and we have this house on stilts. This is all about being inflexible, trying to block things, trying to hold yourself back. So there's something that you haven't been getting, and your angels forgive you. They're not blaming you or judging you, but they really want you to get this. So we asked, what's the block? And by the way, you've got 3 major arcana cards this week, which is not a small thing. So it's new beginnings with Archangel Jeremiah. So literally, the new start that you've been waiting for is being held back because of your own inner resistance. Now, this new beginning is going to bring multiple blessings, but actually, it's kind of when we run ahead into the future and we say, when I get this thing, when I have this thing, when this thing works out or this problem resolves, is when I will be happy, is when I will feel fulfilled. That's when everything is going to start moving. And the angels are saying to you, whoa, come back a bit. What actually happens is that when you release your resistance and you accept the guidance to change things that you need to change within, that's when everything will start to flow more easily and effortlessly again. And it's almost like saying, you be happy now, be peaceful now, act as if now. But it's a bit more than that. It's telling you that there is something inside you that's resisting. Now, this could be a sense of self-sabotage in that, am I holding myself back because I'm fearing the success? I'm fearing, that next step. There's a part of me that really wants it, and there's a part of me that really doesn't. And it's good to let that come out into your mind. Like, what is it? Do I have a fear of things going well? Am I not trusting my angels? Am I not trusting that I can handle the positive outcome? Have I just got used to always dealing with the problems and feeling in this energy. And the energy of problems, of stress and scarcity is actually, I'm seeing this kind of cobwebby energy where it feels like you've outgrown it. And if you're trying to stay there and be that version of yourself of like, I always have problems, I'm always held back, there's always this going on, what if, waiting for the next thing to go wrong all the time, or typical, that mindset can keep you stuck. Making sense? So this new beginning wants to be born with the whole of you. So what do you need to change inside of you to start expecting a different outcome? And release that fear. Now, we asked about the guidance, and I got 2 cards, so hold on. Archangel Michael steps forward again. So far, what have we had? Ariel, Jeremiah, Archangel Michael. Now, when I see this card come up, this is the card of worst case scenarios, when the dark night of the soul, the worries, the worst fears, thinking about things coming to fruition that way. And you may well be feeling that right now, because you might be thinking, well, what I've been praying for, manifesting, hasn't appeared yet. Or, nothing's appeared to have changed on the outside. So I'm allowing my mind to sink into places where I really don't want to go. And Archangel Michael's saying to you, that's not the whole story. That's just how you're feeling because of the resistance inside of you. So a lot of the times we can be tricked into thinking that spirituality, manifestation, working with our angels is we ask them to do it and they do it. And that's not the case. Working with angels is a co-creation. You're part of the team. And whilst they can do lots for us, and they do, it's better and it works better, it happens more quickly when we're prepared to take action, when we see ourselves as part of the process instead of just being like, there's a genie going to deliver something to me. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. People that don't take this journey seriously, they want it to be a genie. They want to wave the magic wand and just have it happen for them because they don't want to take responsibility. Now, that can happen to any of us where we can get caught up in that. And our ego wants to convince us of that, right? You don't deserve it because that hasn't happened yet. Oh, it must mean that you're not worthy. Oh, it must mean that you've done something wrong. And that's the old ego type of thinking. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work. All it works to do is to keep you even more stuck. So if you look at this 9 of Michael, we have this person sitting up on their bed, staring out into space, looking really unhappy and miserable. This is the stuff of nightmares. When you wake up at 2 in the morning and you're just thinking of all the things that could go wrong, have gone wrong, and you beat yourself up. But in the window comes an owl. An owl represents wisdom, breaking through the chitter-chatter of the ego and waking you up to what you really need to be doing. So see the owl as being something that breaks through this pattern of thinking and feeling and looking at outside circumstances for validation, right? This must have gone wrong because there was something wrong with me. We get taught that. But it's time for you to unlearn it because it's not fitting who you really are. You are a divine being walking in a human body. You've had so many experiences. And you're spiritual, which means you're prepared to learn. So learn you must, because once you're on the spiritual path, you can't walk off it. You can't. It's too late. So this was the second guidance card that came out. Now look at the contrast where we had Archangel Michael feeling stuck, feeling kind of fed up. And then we've got Archangel Metatron on the chariot, energy galloping forward. What's really happening behind the scenes is that things are changing, and you can move that energy forward just by releasing your resistance to change. So what is the thing you will not do? What is the thing you've been putting off? What have you been avoiding doing? It could be something really simple and mundane. Change your diet, change the way you're thinking about things. Let go of that toxic situation once and for all. Walk away Be honest with yourself. There's something, sign the contract. There's something you've been putting off and you've been waiting. Oh, well, hopefully I won't have to do it, because it stretches you out of your comfort zone. So that's the thing you've got to be honest with yourself with. Do that and things will start moving. And this brings us to this final card, Epiphany, the number 9, which is completion, the Hermit, which is completion. It's completion of spiritual lessons. So this period that you're going through right now and have been going through can be shifted through a realization of the lesson and changing the thing and doing the thing that you haven't wanted to do, that you've been trying to put off. Now, it's not something nasty. It's something that is like, oh, I knew I had to do that, right? If you went to the doctor and the doctor said, you've really got to give up sugar, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I knew that. I knew it. Think of it like that really deep down, there's a part of you that doesn't want to change. You know, I teach a course called ACP, Angel Communication Practitioner, and the students in there, sometimes we get to the part of the course where they've learned to read the angel oracle cards. They've learned all the magical things you do to prepare yourself to become a professional reader. And then they get to practice with other course members, which is amazing, right? It's a great way to build confidence. But many people just suddenly go missing. They're no longer turning up. They're not showing up for practice. They don't want to do it because they're scared. They're like, oh no, now I really have to go to practice. And yet that is it's the lever. It's the point where everything changes. And it's a little bit of self-sabotage. It's a little bit of fear. It's a little bit of fear of failure / success. So, and sometimes I have to be quite confronting and say, you have to do this if this is what you really want. And they go ahead and they break through. So what is it that you have to do? You have to admit what you really want. And you might think, oh, it doesn't matter. But it does matter. It really, really does matter. Back when I was developing my gift 20-something years ago, and I was training to be an angel medium, and there were things I was asking for clairvoyance, and there were things that I needed to change in my life in order to open up clairvoyance. And one of them was changing my diet. There were things I was eating and drinking that were kind of toxic for my intuition. And when I finally admitted the truth to myself, accepted the truth, and followed through, that's when my clairvoyance came on. And I've seen that pattern repeated again and again for me and my clients over the years, is when the guidance comes, you have to follow it. So let me know in the comments, what's the guidance coming that you've perhaps been pushing away or avoiding? And if you're brave enough, what is it that's creating this resistance for you? Imagine you're the only one that's holding up the wall between you and what you really want. And the angels are never judging you. They're never waggling their fingers. They're not putting you down. They are helping you. They will support you with compassion and love until you're ready to make that change. But I sense that you're ready to make that change now. And you can ask for courage. Let's ask for one final card. I really wanted to use the sort of like Archangel Michael deck today. Now, I just launched a new course called Awaken, and it's self-paced, start anytime, lifetime access. And it's a 4-step journey to confidently connect with your angels for your everyday life. And you learn to read oracle cards in there for yourself. So if you want to jump into that, it's open now. And I am getting so much good feedback, unbelievable feedback. All right. Blessing in disguise. You know, sometimes things go skew with. Sometimes you're like, why did that happen? Why did that cancellation happen? Why did that change happen? Why did I, end up going up that wrong road for a little while? And this is where the angels are saying there's a blessing in disguise. So maybe some of the delays that you've been experiencing are not problems. They're not your fault. It's just a blessing in disguise. And you will soon see that. You will soon see why it was so important. So sometimes we've got to let go of our human ego attachment to how and when things should happen. Let go of the shoulds, let go of the timeline you have in your mind and surrender it to the angels. They are there to help you. They will help you when you ask. Ask all the time. Ask. But also be receptive and open to their guidance. So thank you so much for watching and listening. Please help me by clicking like, subscribe, and commenting. Just helps my work reach more people. Really does make a difference. If this resonates for you, I love to hear about it. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can right now. I've got something special coming up. Keep an eye on your inbox or sign up for one of my freebies so that you can take advantage of that. I am also taking bookings for the next angel attunement, which is a solstice angel soul journey. We're going to travel the light grids and sacred sites with the angels and go through the solstice portal. It's going to be a powerful, deep cleansing, deeply healing event, and I can't wait to share it with you. Link in caption or comments or in my bio. See you soon and take care.